Trump's tariffs are not going to bring back manufacturing jobs. Companies don't want to pay for people because people are expensive, especially American people. So companies are just going to automate things. And what's so funny is I had someone send me screenshots of an email they had with Allclad. And so it kind of perfectly encompasses both topics that I've been talking about a lot, which is obviously anti-plastic, as well as tariffs and automation. Okay, I gotta show you. So before I owned my company, I was actually a manager at Bloomingdale's 59th Street, right? Which is probably one of the most amazing and beautiful department stores in the entire country, if not the world. Okay. We had a lot of people that had been working there for literally 50 years, okay? I had one employee who actually used to work the desk for customer service, right? For people's credit cards and for complaints, okay? Literally like at the complaints desk. And it was his job to stand there, and when people had a complaint, they would tell him what it was and he would try and help fix it, right? He would partner with managers. He would also call people when they were late on their credit card bills. Crazy. Like, this was in the 70s and 80s. Richard Richardson was his name. He was wonderful. Firstly, it's crazy to even think that like a human being held that job, because as a millennial, those jobs have always been held by people in call centers, okay? Those call centers used to be in places like Arizona. Over the past 20 years, those jobs then went from being mostly in Arizona and New Mexico, and then more and more, they've been shipped overseas, right? So they were shipped to Colombia, the Philippines. Filipinos are great, amazing customer service on the phone, right? But how hard is it to even get a person on the phone? Someone sent me these screenshots, okay? This is someone that reached out to Allclad, a company that I recommend for their stainless steel pots and pans. However, Allclad does have a line of hard anodized, which is Teflon, okay? Teflon pans are toxic. I've talked about this in lots of videos. Anyone who defends Teflon is using data that is like 20 years old, right? Super outdated, and it's not toxic, even though there are studies that I've talked about and directly showing a dose-response relationship between the amount of Teflon microplastics and infertility, cytotoxicity, and inflammation in people's bodies, like straight up, right? So this person reached out to Allclad to ask them about their nonstick coating. And this is their response. So firstly, so you see some weird issues here, right? So over here, we're already seeing like some weird issues, right? With like the double quotations. Start to see some really weird adjectives, okay? If ingested, it is totally innocuous to the body. That's like fine, but like, who's writing this? This is weird. Our nonstick coatings contain PTFE, a remarkable plastic polymer. I'm sorry, when was the last time an employee responded, a remarkable plastic polymer? Remarkable isn't really a word that like we're using that much these days, because this fucking email, it's not even done by a Filipino anymore. It's not even done by someone at a call or customer service center in India, la Slumdog Millionaire, right? It is done by AI. This is done by AI. And then the coup de grace. Sincerely, user first name. Mind you, I love Allclad, and this is an American company with their pans. They are all 100% American made with American stainless steel, still made out of Pennsylvania. Guys, this is AI. So anyone that thinks, oh, manufacturing jobs are coming back to the United States, what? No. The trajectory of capitalism is not giving jobs back to humans. It is giving jobs to computers and robots. That is what's happening here. It's just like how Mexico was going to pay for the wall. Mexico didn't pay for the wall, right? The coal mining jobs didn't come back to Kentucky, just like Trump promised. Manufacturing jobs are not going to come back because American companies don't want to pay for American workers. American companies want to provide shareholder value and increase profits, and that is through automation and AI.